Hey everyone, and welcome to Techstars and Western Union Demo Day 2020. My name is David Cohen. I'm a Nuggets fan, but I'm also a managing partner and co-founder here at Techstars. I'm proud to be one of the first people to introduce you to this program's second class. It's the 222nd Techstars class overall. This class is addressing challenges across the global financial services system that have the potential to make a lasting impact in creating a more equitable and inclusive financial system. We are pleased to present 10 incredible companies with founders from 12 different countries that have been mentored by 113 industry leaders over the past 3 months. So today is not the end of their journey, rather it's the beginning, as startups going through the Techstars accelerators go on to raise an average of $1 million from Demo Day. So I thank you for taking the time to join us, along with our partner Western Union. I know you'll be inspired and excited by the pitches you're about to see. So I'll hand things over to the program's managing director, Ethan Austin, and our partner, Western Union, and then we'll dive into the best part of the day, the pitches. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Ethan Austin, the managing director for the Techstars and Western Union Accelerator. Welcome to Demo Day 2020. I think we can all agree that 2020 has been bananas. So I want to thank you so much in a time when we're all stretched way too thin for showing up and being here with us today. We've got 10 incredible companies we're going to present. If you'd like to get in touch with them after the presentations, all their information is in the description box below, or you can go to demoday.techstars.com and contact them there directly. Before we get into the presentations, I want to touch on Techstars a tiny bit. If you're new to Demo Day, new to Techstars, the headline here is that Techstars is fantastic. I've got a bunch of fancy numbers right here, trying to convince you that that's the case. But more importantly, I can tell you firsthand, as someone who's been through the program themselves as a founder, Techstars opens doors and creates opportunities I never thought were possible. The idea of accessing this network is just beyond comprehension for so many founders. And I want to touch base again on that word access, because it's actually our thesis for our 2020 program. We believe fundamentally that broader access to financial tools will create a better and more equitable future for everyone. We also believe that access means the best ideas and the best talent come from everywhere, from all walks of life and all corners of the globe. Our 10 companies this year are represented by founders from 11 different countries. Now, over the last 13 weeks, they've worked harder than they thought they could work, and they've worked smarter than they thought they could work, thanks to the help of this network. So I want to thank a few of those folks who made this possible. First off, our mentors. Thank you, mentors. Y'all are like Yoda, if Yoda was on Zoom. Thank you so much, global partners, for the hours you put in doing workshops, doing mentoring, and coming to office hours. Thank you so much to our friends in the venture community who've led with conviction and oftentimes been the first check-in to many of our companies. Thank you so much to our program associates, Marte and Andrea. You two are incredible. Honestly, don't know how you do it. Sometimes I think you are not humans, but actually just wizards. I really do. Joseph, thank you so much. Joseph is my partner here at Techstars. He's been with me every step of the way for the last 2 years. Without you, this program is not possible. Side note, Joseph's wife just had a baby, so he's on paternity leave right now. But if you have his email address, I'm not going to dox him, so only if you have his email address already, send him a virtual hug or send him a COVID elbow bump or whatever the hell we're doing these days. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. And last but not least, I want to thank our program partner, Western Union, who's built this program with us the last 2 years. Just been an incredible partner all along the way. From day one, you've leaned in to help all these companies and all of these founders succeed. Thank you so much. With that, I want to pass it off to our friends at Western Union, the CEO, Hikmet Ersek, who's going to share a few words before the presentations. Take it away, Hikmet.
Hi, I'm Hikmet Ersek. I'm the CEO of Western Union. I personally would like to welcome you to the Western Union Techstar FinTech Accelerator. Congratulations to you. You've been great. We are so proud of our history, about 170 years of innovative history of Western Union. And I believe innovation comes from everywhere. And we learned a lot from you. The last few months have been extremely successful. You really contributed to your success, actually. And we were here to support you, also to learn from you. The program is very successful. The program is extremely motivating for me as a CEO, extremely motivating for Western Union, extremely motivating also for the people I talk to. They can see how people like you come up with new ideas, come up with the energy, come up with challenging the environment and being successful. I wish you all the best for the future. I wish you all the best with your ideas, and I wish you all the best as CEOs and partners and as innovators. Thank you.
Last year, we cold emailed 7-Eleven Philippines with an idea. Now, this is the Philippines' 40th largest company. Their CEO called us 3 days later asking if we'd move to the Philippines to work with him. We met 2 weeks later in San Francisco. He ended up partnering with us to process the data of 25 million mobile uniques from 7-Eleven customers in the Philippines. We understand why. Just about nobody in the Philippines can access credit. It's a country of 110 million people, where only 7% have credit cards, and only 13% are covered by the National Credit Bureau. We need everyone in the world to have access to financial services. To solve this, we're taking a retail angle. In emerging markets, little is digital, but it's retail loyalty programs that are untapped, large-scale sources of transactions that we can turn into credit scores. With Plantina, consumers get credit, and retailers like 7-Eleven can serve more customers. It won't take us many retail partners to eclipse the coverage of the Philippine National Credit Bureau, and we're just getting started. I met my co-founder Earl 13 years ago at Stanford grad school. He was in business school, I was working on a machine learning PhD, and we got all the Filipino graduate students together, all 5 of us, for regular dinners. We challenged each other then. How can we serve the Philippines? And we still ask ourselves the same question today. I left Stanford to lead data science at Bump Technologies. We were acquired by Google, where I founded a team focused on emerging market credit. I left Google last year to generate new ideas. Earl is a rock star of the Philippines startup ecosystem. He became VP of Innovation at the Philippines' largest telco. He founded the Philippines' first startup incubator and co-wrote the Startup Law of the Philippines. He led data partnerships at Bridgewater and was Director of Digital Transformation at Charles Schwab. We're proud to have an all-star list of advisors who are founders of Kiva, Branch, PayJoy, a credit lead of Affirm, and a former head of credit of Citibank Philippines. We're bringing new solutions to the industry. Lending companies live and die by customer acquisition cost. We have co-marketing and data sharing agreements with large retailers that brings our CAC to near zero. With that data advantage, there are all kinds of ways we can provide a better experience for both retailers and consumers. Our algorithms help retailers find good borrowers. The retailer asks their customers to install the Plantina app, and we lend them money in the form of electronic store credit. The user can buy things immediately by showing a barcode on their phone as payment. They can repay 30 days later via electronic wallet or using cash at any of the 3,000 7-Eleven stores in the Philippines. The retailer sells more, we get loyal customers, commissions, and interest, and we're charging less than half of the price of the competition. Last week, we launched our lending app in the Google Play Store on an invite-only basis, coordinated with 7-Eleven co-marketing. Beyond 7-Eleven Philippines, we've received inbound demand from 6 other multinational corporations, and we're growing the team to support the demand. We're proud to have the support of Techstars, 500 Startups, Emergent Ventures, and the StartX Network. Let's all work together to unlock the potential of the world's emerging middle class. Say hi, I'm Kevin at Plantina.com. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Vidam, and we are Team Vested. We're simplifying US investing for Indian investors. We're growing 30% month over month and have tripled our AUM over the last 5 months. In addition, we've closed 1.7 billion in capital while in program. We're a cross-border team that's come together to solve a cross-border problem. We come from India, Indonesia, Hong Kong, and Singapore, and met while studying at Berkeley in the Bay Area. In addition to our diverse geographic backgrounds, we also come from diverse career backgrounds, ranging from finance to operations to product to technology. So, why US investing for Indians, you might wonder? Well, here is me growing up. I used to be an avid consumer of global brands, the likes of Gap, Google, Nike. So naturally, as I grew up, I wanted to invest in these brands that I was using on a daily basis. But when I tried to do so, I realized that the process was near impossible. Existing solutions charged $3 to $8 per trade, had high minimum deposits, and were full of paperwork. Also, I had no idea how taxation would work for me or how to load US dollars into my US brokerage account. Almost a year ago, we set out to solve this problem. Now, an Indian citizen can use the Vested platform to open a brokerage account completely online, transfer funds in an easy manner, and invest in fractions and commission-free. Growth has been very encouraging. We now have 150,000 newsletter subscribers and have launched B2B partnerships, including one with one of the largest private banks in the country. What's exciting is that people love our product. 3 out of 4 people come back and deposit funds again after they've deposited funds for the first time in their Vested account. To add to it, recognition from global publications has helped build credibility as well as accelerate growth for us. And this is just the beginning. We at Vested want to build the go-to cross-border wealth platform for Asia and the Middle East. Living in the US, you might take wealth creation opportunities for granted, but these opportunities are not available across the world. At Vested, we want to be the bridge for the growing middle class in Asia and the Middle East to invest in US dollar assets and to spend them to achieve their global aspirations. So, if you're excited about building a cross-border wealth platform, reach out. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.
As consumers today, we are empowered to access products and services with the least amount of friction. For example, if I wanted these pair of Nikes, I could pay $150. If I didn't have the money, I would probably qualify for an installment loan with no strings attached. However, if I needed the same $150 for essentials like these, it's a whole different story. I have to prove that I have a good credit score, have good credit history, pay finance charges, pay a high interest fee, or maybe even show that I have a steady paycheck. It almost feels like our relationship with money is defined by the friction involved in accessing it. Hi, my name is Akshay. I'm the founder and CEO of Line, and I want to show you how Line is changing that relationship today. Line delivers money for essentials without interest, credit restrictions, or income restrictions, just like your favorite consumer products and services for a monthly subscription fee. Since its launch at the beginning of Techstars, we have been growing 100% month on month. Our retention rate is 99%. Our revenue is doubling every month, and we're expected to earn $1.5 million over the coming 12 months. Our users are millennials. We acquire them at 71 cents. They come from all facets of life, everything from a barista to an influencer. But they have one thing in common. Their income is different every single week. Because of this, they need frequent, affordable access to money to manage their cash flow. And they turn to financial products like these. Unfortunately, these are financial products and they have one thing in common, and that is friction. Line's revolutionary new mobile app changes that. Available on the iOS and Android app stores, individuals download the app and sign up with their primary bank account where they receive their income and pay their bills. In under 2 minutes, we qualify them for up to $500. They review the qualification and available perks. They pay $5.99 per month and instantly access those funds and use it as they see fit. They pay back over 12 months, during which time they receive over $500 in value from our other value-added services. Now, you might be wondering, how are these guys able to do this? Well, let me let you in on a secret. Prior to this, I spent 36,000 miles as an Uber and Lyft driver, deeply embedding myself in the community to understand the everyday predicament that users like this face. Based on these learnings, and also because we are serial fintech inventors with over 75 consumer fintech patents, we were able to build a neural risk engine and back test it against 300 million financial records until we reached statistically significant confidence that we could replace all of that friction with a simple, single monthly subscription fee that is easy to understand. We are a team of 10 full-time consumer fintech experts out of San Francisco and Bangalore, India. This allows us to move fast while keeping our burn rate super low. We worked at these organizations helping transform them. We also help these brands understand who their customers are and their customers' relationship with money, helping them bring in $5 billion year over year. And we cannot wait to do that with Line. We are backed by serial fintech entrepreneurs as well as world-class investors. We are transforming money into a consumer product, and we welcome you to join us in this journey.
Hello, my name is Mark Sonko, co-founder and CEO of AidBank. We're building a digital banking and spend management platform for global nonprofits. Today's nonprofits manage a complex financial system to move over $150 billion worth of aid across the world. This complex financial system involves multiple bank accounts in multiple currencies that all have to be manually reconciled with no real-time visibility and no single source of truth. This inefficient model results in a 30% loss in aid due to waste, fraud, and mismanagement. I'll give you an example. World Vision has over 2,000 bank accounts with 200 different financial institutions in over 100 countries. This means on average, World Vision has 20 bank accounts in every single country that they operate in. We knew there was a better way for global nonprofits to better manage their finances. And we knew we had something big when we approached 4 global nonprofits, and 3 of them signed an LOI to move $80 million worth of aid after the second meeting. And the reason why they are so excited about AidBank is that for the very first time, they have real-time visibility into their global financial operations. AidBank eliminates the need for global nonprofits to maintain bank accounts in every single country that they have operations in or by project. They can now, from our dashboard, make local payments into bank accounts, mobile wallets, or cash in over 175 countries from one single corporate account at AidBank. Now, you might be wondering whether the aid space is a big enough industry to solve for. But what if I told you that if an aid space was a country, it would be the 5th largest global economy in the world? And the way we make money as a digital bank is the deposits that are held at AidBank and the spend that we process from our platform. This represents a $2 billion revenue opportunity for AidBank. And we are well on our way to capturing market share, with $80 million worth of aid already committed and an additional $87 million worth of aid in our pipeline. This represents a 1% market share in global aid spend prior to launch. This is made possible by a phenomenal team. We all have experience building fintech platforms, and we're extremely passionate about building a platform that solves aid in the global space. We all have families in countries that receive aid, and we receive horror stories about how aid projects have been mismanaged because of the structural issues that we identified. We have a phenomenal advisory board of fintech and NGOs experts who believe in our mission to build a bank for global good. If you'd like to understand how we're building the first digital banking platform for global nonprofits, please reach out to us. Thank you.
We are Rawvi AI, and we're using computer vision, affective neuroscience, and body analytics to advance in the prevention of falls and delirium. Falls and delirium are a global problem costing more than $300 billion annually to healthcare systems and hospitals. Did you know that every year 1 million Americans fall in a hospital? And that every 19 minutes an adult dies from a fall? This is an extremely expensive problem. Each fall costs up to $40,000 per patient, and it's not reimbursable by Medicare. but 90% of those are preventable. And we are Rawvi AI, and we're here to fix it. In preclinical trials with European hospitals, we've been able to prevent 99% of all falls. This is the first system based on prevention, not reaction. And we are targeting the 1 million rooms in the US, including the ICU. Rawvi is an AI cloud monitoring platform that understands how each patient feels, moves, and level of pain to anticipate falls before they happen. We use standard cameras, we're HIPAA compliant, we process data anonymously, and we can easily integrate with any provider's data warehouse. When the system makes a prediction, it sends a real-time push notification to staff. This allows valuable time to intervene, saving lives and reducing expenses. This means that for a 400-bed hospital, spending $4 million every year in falls, Rawvi would decrease that by 1 to 3 million. We were born with a European grant of 1.5 million euros, 10 million subjects, and 1 billion frames to train and deploy accurate classifiers. The demand has been incredible. We met our first hospital back in May, and in June, we had our first clinical trial. Now, we're close to sign a 1 million euro contract with a subscription-based model. Also, we're getting ready for new trials with 40 hospitals, and we're engaging with major US healthcare systems. Also, Rawvi is predicting delirium in the ICU, at-home services, and new classifiers for our patient safety platform. But Rawvi is not ending here. Our vision is to end injury and accident. With Rawvi, tracking is dramatically improved, providing quality care, reimbursement, lower cost for a healthier population, and a safer healthcare system. If you know of anyone that would benefit from this product, we'd love to hear from you. Thank you very much.
Hi. Imagine a country of 180 million people, most of them around the ages of 20 and 21, at the beginning stages of their careers, with over $300 billion in investment options available to them. What if I told you that almost all of those investment options earned a negative rate of return? This is the scenario in Nigeria. Due to a high inflation rate and constant currency devaluation, almost all local investment options earn returns that are below the rates of inflation. This has led to a scenario where $200,000 invested in the local markets over the last 40 years would be worth just $230 today. That's right, $230. The same $200,000 invested in the US markets over the same time period would be worth closer to $15 million. This is a huge gap. And this is the gap our product is designed to close. My name is AK Orum. I'm the founder and CEO of Ryze. Ryze is a product that allows anyone in Nigeria to seamlessly invest in the US financial markets through a pre-selected and personalized portfolio of dollar assets starting from just $10. This allows anyone to get access to a diversified investment portfolio that is easy to use, passively managed, and out-earns local options. We launched in January of this year, and we already have 46,000 users with over $4 million in assets under management and still growing. And the best part is that most of this growth has been completely organic, driven by a very excited user base that cares about our value proposition and loves our product. During Techstars program, we've also reached partnerships that will allow us to extend our product to other companies so that their users can get access to our investment options. And we're also designing a product for businesses who want to offer our dollar investments to their employees through a pension or savings plan. We believe that over the next 5 years, we're going to be reaching more than 600 million people across different markets in Africa, accessing over $1.1 trillion in investable assets. And to help achieve this goal is our all-star team. Our COO, Tony, was a space research engineer at NASDA, Nigeria Space Research Agency, before he joined Ryze to power data and analytics. Our CTO was one of the first developers to be accepted into the highly selective Andela, the developer training academy that got an investment from Mark Zuckerberg. And he has gone on to build products for fintech companies like Flutterwave, as well as MySportal, a German company, before he joined Ryze to power our product development. And for myself, this is my second company. My first company was Bitcoins, a cryptocurrency exchange that got accepted into Y Combinator less than 6 months into its existence, and has gone on to trade over $160 million over the last 2 years and continues to grow. We left to build Ryze because we believe that this is a more fundamental problem to solve and a bigger opportunity on which to build $1 billion business on. And we're excited to achieve our mission, which is to allow everybody in Africa to be connected to the best wealth creating opportunities around the world. We look forward to reaching out to everybody who wants to support this mission and help us make it a reality. Thank you very much, and look forward to hearing from you.
Hello, my name is Yusuf Salem, founder and CEO at LogicCluster. We are a team of artificial intelligence scientists and researchers dedicated to developing the world's smartest currency pricing engine. Prior to founding LogicCluster, I spent 7 years working for MoneyGram, a global money transfer company that operates in 200 countries with a portfolio of 24,000 unique corridors through a network of thousands of agents sending and receiving hundreds of currency pairs each day. Each of these corridors has its own unique pricing, which is subject to frequent changes up to several times a day. This complex environment has made it particularly hard for pricing managers to set currency rates for their customers. Now, you would think pricing managers are using advanced database tools to aid their pricing decisions. Well, I was shocked to learn that we use none other than good old Microsoft Excel to set our rates. Yes, you heard this right, Microsoft Excel. The fact of the matter is, this is not a MoneyGram specific problem. The entire cross-border payment industry is using yesterday's technology to set today's currency rates, which translates to over 2 billion transactions a year getting priced using outdated methods. This is throwing away billions of dollars worth of potential revenue. LogicCluster's goal is to bridge this massive technological gap. Our very talented data scientists have built a dynamic pricing engine using our own artificial intelligence algorithms to optimize the pricing process for money transfer businesses. Using historical data alone, our pricing engine was able to perform a 21% increase in potential revenue for a global money transfer company. Extrapolating these results to the money transfer industry means that our solution is able to generate billions of dollars of revenue to current and future clients. We are in discussion with Western Union to validate an advanced version of our product that automates the process of pricing currencies. In addition, we have secured a pool of 18 development partners who expressed interest in applying our solution. Combined, they represent 80% of the entire money transfer industry. We were able to achieve this owing to our smart and experienced team. Out of the 5 team members, 4 are machine learning scientists who've made notable contributions to advance this field of study. They have developed advanced machine learning solutions across several industries, hold PhD and master's degrees in machine learning, and have published several research papers cited by the likes of Google and DeepMind. Each day, $5 to $8 trillion worth of currencies are traded globally, constituting the largest market in the world. Our vision is to become the leading pricing solution for the global currencies market. If you're interested in what we're building, please feel free to reach out. We would love to discuss how we can help you. Thank you for your time.
Hello, everyone. Today, I'll be talking to you about Unit, a mobile app that makes saving money with your friends easy. I'm Philip Aubrey, the founder and CEO of Unit. Been working on startups since I was 13 years old, where I grew my first bootstrap company to 12 employees. Directly prior to working on Unit, I was a VC investor investing out of initialized capital, but decided that this issue is big enough for me to dedicate my time to. So in January of 2020, I started working on Unit. To date, we've launched 2 betas with roughly 800 users. More importantly, we opened and closed our pre-seed round in program in only 2 weeks. That pre-seed round was led by Precursor Ventures. Today, Unit is a savings app that makes saving money together easy. We do this by focusing on 3 core areas: accountability, transparency, and gamification. A typical user comes to our app to create one shared goal, and when creating that shared goal, they tell us what this money will be used for and how much the group is going to be saving. And the next step is to simply invite other people to join the savings group. When inside the savings group, every user has to vote anytime a user wants to take money out of that account. In addition to that, every user also shares data and analytics about themselves with the rest of the group. Now, I think the most obvious question on the floor is, why would anyone want to share their finances? But to understand that, you have to understand the demo we're targeting. This demo is young, saddled with debt, and more importantly, already living in a collaborative world. They share living spaces until they are about 32 years old. They share cars for as long as possible, and they even share passwords to Netflix accounts. What this highlights is that sharing is already a part of our natural behavior. We are only taking it one step further by sharing our finances. More importantly, what we are building is not anything new or novel. We are simply reinforcing an existing behavior in the underbanked community. Minority communities, in addition to migrant communities, lean on collaborative savings as an outlet already. To date, this market is valued at roughly $75 billion. If you're interested in learning more about how we help users triple their savings in only 6 months, feel free to reach out to me directly. My email is philip@unit.co, and that's Philip with 2 L's. Thank you. Have a good one.
I'm Daniel Goldsmith, CEO and co-founder at Heights Labs. Heights Labs is on a mission to eliminate global financial crime. Our platform is the only one capable of following the money at scale. Over the next few years, we anticipate our tools will be useful in uncovering the largest increase in criminal activity ever. Currently, 3 to 5% of global GDP is laundered. This amounts to trillions of dollars per year. These illicit funds finance heinous crimes including human trafficking, terrorism, and weapons of mass destruction. By following the indirect flow of funds, compliance officers and law enforcement can interdict these funds in real time. Currently, transaction analysis tools only follow direct transactions. It's not enough. There's a low percentage of money laundering going only through direct transactions. After years of research in grad school, we solved the problem of following indirect flows of funds. My partner and I both have backgrounds in applied math and physics and have served as professors in math. We've also presented our research at top conferences, including Cambridge, where we validated the uniqueness of our approach. The result of all this research is the Heights Labs platform. After grad school, we spent time in Chainalysis, helping them uncover the flows of illicit funds to rogue regime actors that were later sanctioned. We're going to step into a quick product demo. We start with one bad actor, Terrorist 1. We generate the network of transactions and turn off labels for easy viewing. We color by destination to see the flow of funds to Terrorist 1 and use the bars to identify Mule Controller 1 as one of the leading bad actors sending money. We start another investigation with Mule Controller 1. The upper network was the previous investigation, but let's investigate the lower network. We see Terrorist 1, so who sent more? The answer is Terrorist 2. Let's generate some paths to Terrorist 2. We see the path of highest value to Terrorist 2, and we can also take the shortest path to Terrorist 1. So now we have an audit trail. If we go back to flows, we look at the ways that Terrorist 2 receive finances, it goes straight to Mule Controller 1. So we've identified a bad actor, and we've identified a terrorist. We've gone from raw MVP to the product you saw, which is the most advanced follow feature money set in industry. We're tackling a $1 trillion problem that impacts every aspect of society. We're currently working with Western Union to discuss ways that we can validate our product to supercharge compliance and investigations workflows, and are looking for other players that have similar problem sets. This is what Chief Compliance Officer Tyler Hand has to say about our product. We're really excited about the impact we'll have, and we look forward to hearing from other people passionate about solving the problem with us. Please reach out.
Hi, my name is Craig J. Lewis. I'm the founder and CEO of a company called GigWage. We're a payments platform helping businesses pay, manage, and support independent contractors. If you want the buzzwords, we're financial infrastructure for the future of work and helping the modern workforce get paid fast and flexibly. I'm excited to share our story, our mission, and our journey with you. Strap in. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. After the death and the murder of George Floyd, a lot of VCs and a lot of the tech community had a lot of lip service and a lot of rhetoric around empathy and what they could learn and what they wanted to do for the Black community. Today, we still haven't seen a lot of that action be put to work. We haven't seen a lot of action be taken at all. But after that murder, my team decided to build endqualifiedimmunitynow.org to bring awareness and education to qualified immunity. And what qualified immunity simply is, it's a doctrine that helps protect cops when they murder Black people in the streets. They know they're not going to be punished for it because they're exempt through qualified immunity. So endqualifiedimmunitynow.org is what we built to bring that awareness and that education, but also make it easy for you to take action. Reach out to your local congressman or congresswoman and make your voices heard. That's what we did. What will you do? What should you do? It's simple. Make the hire, send the wire. Hire more Black people, invest in more Black companies. This is not rhetoric. The data supports that less than 1% of venture capital goes to African American owned founders. We can do better. We must do better. Stop blaming it on things like traction. Black founders are doing so much with so little. You can do more. You can do better. I encourage you to. And it's not just charity. You're missing out on unicorns, decacorns, and companies like Gigwage that can actually return your whole fund. Black founders matter. I know this because I am one. Today, I implore you to do more and do better. Gigwage doesn't need your money, but other Black founders do. Go out, make the hire, send the wire. If you've got any interest in Gigwage and what we can do to help pay, manage, and support contractors, check us out at gigwage.com. Thank you to the Techstars team, Techstars ecosystem, and the Techstars network. I'm happy I've been able to share with you today that Black Lives Matter.
That concludes our program. Thank you so much for being here. Again, if you want to get in touch with any of the companies, you can do so by going to demoday.techstars.com. Before we go, I have one last announcement to make, and this one a little bittersweet. After 10 years of Techstars, either as a founder or the last 4 years of Techstars LA and the Techstars Western Union program, I'm moving on. But I'm excited to announce that Elle Bruno will be taking over as MD. Elle has been our EIR at Techstars this year. She has a background as a founder, as an investor, and as an executive. She's been an incredible asset to our program and to our founders, and we could not have someone better taking over. With that, I want to leave it to Elle to introduce herself and give a few words. Thank you so much.
Ethan, thank you. I've learned a lot from you, and it's going to be very hard to fill your shoes, partially because they're likely some limited edition Air Jordans. But regardless, I will try my hardest. As Ethan mentioned, my name is Elle Bruno, and I'm the new managing director of the Techstars Western Union program. I am both excited and beyond humbled to be here today. As an EIR in the 2020 program, I've been fortunate enough to work with the teams that you've just heard from. I can tell you firsthand that these founders are scrappy, highly intelligent, very funny, perfectly vulnerable, and extremely passionate about solving important problems. Founders, thank you for letting us watch you build. It's been a very cool experience. That said, we recognize how hard you've worked to get to this point today and how many of you have relied on the support of your families to do so. So we've put together some video messages from your families showing their love and support, which we will share in just a moment. But before we do that, just a quick reminder to please join us immediately following this presentation for our virtual networking event. Earlier today, you should have received an email with a Remo link, which will take you directly to the event. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Congratulations on completing the Techstars Accelerator program.
I'm beyond proud of you for working so hard to get to where you are.
We are so proud of you for using your talents to help global financial inclusion. You have worked so hard.
You're always on your computer.
And we couldn't be more proud of everything that you've learned and achieved this past few months.
I see the vision you have, and I need you to know that it is possible. I am super proud of you, brother.
You've poured so much into it, so take a moment to celebrate how much you and Plantina have both grown.
I've worked with a lot of other founders, and that ability to learn, to adapt, to grow, and to maintain a sense of humility is all very, very rare.
Your hard work, creativity, perseverance, and accomplishments, and even prouder for launching your product in the Philippines.
We're so proud of you, Earl, and the entire Plentina team. I look forward to seeing all the awesome things Plentina is going to be doing in the future.
You're really hardworking ever since, and you always want a challenge.
Always been restless in your career, not because your jobs were not rewarding, but because your real passion is to start your own tech business.
I just want to wish you a huge congratulations.
We are so proud of you for all of the things that you have accomplished so far, and are looking forward to all the wonderful and amazing things that you will accomplish in the future.
The whole family is so proud of you. Best wishes.
I wish you continued success, and I look forward to hearing all the great things Plantina team is going to do next.
So congratulations once again for all your hard work.
We all wish you continued success and good luck from all of us here in Sacramento.
Keep up with the works and cheers.
Good job, Dan. Good job, Dan.
We are 110% behind you.
We love you so much, and you always be the person we look up to every single day.
Love you!